My mom ran through the rain with me in her belly, struck by lightning, miraculously gave birth to me just before her death. I was different from the very first second, with pale skin and no hair anywhere. My dad saw me for the first time and broke down, and his coldness hit me before I could even breathe. I cried harder and harder, but he ignored me and threw me away. No one noticed the strange waves in my brain activity, and those tight, heavy patterns showed I was far from normal. No one wanted me until my grandpa took me home, and because of how I looked, I was locked in a basement for 18 years. After my grandpa died, the sheriff and Lisa from the welfare home walked in and saw me curled up in the corner. Lisa reached out, telling me not to be scared.
Come on, nobody's gonna hurt you.
And when I stood up, she froze at the sight of me. My pale skin had no hair, and my eyes looked nothing like a human's. The walls full of books caught her attention, and I told her I had never left the room and learned the world only through reading. She pulled out a book, and I recited every word. She looked at the thousands of books around me and couldn't believe it, saying a mind like mine shouldn't stay in the dark. With her help, I stepped out of the room that trapped me for 18 years. When I walked outside, the townspeople whispered about me, glad the freak was gone. As I got ready to get in the car, every vehicle around us blared uncontrollably, and people covered their ears. On the roof, there were lightning rods everywhere, which made no sense. I was sent to the welfare home and hoped for kindness, but things only got worse.
What the hell is that?
No one sat with me in the cafeteria, and their eyes treated me like a circus animal. The school bully came with his crew and said new kids had to balance a spoon on their nose. I thought he was joking and rubbed the spoon lightly, and every spoon in the room flew toward me. I smiled, thinking they would accept me, but they pushed me away even more and called me a freak again. I lowered my head like I had done something wrong. Then came my first class ever, and I answered every question perfectly. But things changed fast when the physics teacher used a device to show electricity movement, and it triggered something inside me. The more I shook, the stronger the current became, until a bolt of lightning burst from me and lifted me into the air. The teacher smashed the device. Everything stopped, and I fell and blacked out. When he touched me, every hair on his body stood up. The doctors found no injuries on me, and everyone was stunned. A nurse rushed in and said I was gone, because I had slipped out of the hospital and headed for my grandpa's farm. Only that basement felt safe from judgment. 2 police cars blocked my way back, and the sheriff asked why I ran. I said I hated hospitals because the worst day of my life happened in one, and he was shocked I remembered everything from when I was born. I wanted to go home but couldn't fight them, so I went back to the school with the sheriff. Experts ran countless tests on me, and the results left everyone stunned.